Transparent Thursdays. Parent Thursdays. Transparent. Get up on it. You're back with another one. Transparent Thursdays. Look at the fit. Yes. I was feeling sexy, so I'm like, why not? Like, don't dumb it down for nobody. We ain't finna do that. For what? I'm grown. I'm grown. Okay? So yes, what I got before you is a 9x12 piece watercolor paper. My favorite paper. My favorite paper. Archers. Strong. You put water on it, it's like this. It's strong. Okay? Okay. So yes. This piece is called You Can't Fight Me and the Poison. And I'm going to let y'all know why I put this beautiful title on it. So yes, let's get into it. Let's get into what was going on around the time that I made this. So when I made this piece, I just came back from ATL, Atlanta, Georgia. And I went to go see my goddaughter and my very close friend, Keisa. Shout outs to Keese. And I just was feeling like making a piece when I came back because I really wasn't doing art. I mean, I did art on the plane because I'm like terrified of heights. So when I was on the plane, I had to do something to allow me. It was like my second time on a plane, but it was like the longest flight up. I don't know, like the flight was probably like 3 hours, and I was mad scared. Like the anxiety was real high for me. So I was like, yo, let me do a piece. I don't have that piece anymore, so I can't even do Transparent Thursday on that piece. But that piece was fire that I did. That's why it's not with me no more. I mean, it's fire too. So come grab it. It's for sale. What's up? What we doing? It's for sale. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, so when I came back from Atlanta, I already knew that I was going to do it when I was in Atlanta because I wanted to do a piece on recycled outfits, recycled clothes, you know, because I really highly believe on recycled fashion. I feel like we should all do it. I feel like it really helps with saving money, keeping the money within our community, you know what I mean, because I think that's another way that we get got. We get got with these trends, with buying things as high commodities, spending our money, working from paycheck to paycheck. That is all included, like, you know what I mean, because we're buying things that we really don't need because we feel like we need it because of trends and shit that forces us to feel like we have to have these external materials to validate ourselves, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's whack. Yes, I think it's whack, you know? Bless if you do it, that's your business. I'm not finna judge, but for me personally, I don't think we should be doing that. I think it would be smarter if we just recycled our clothes. And on top of that, I feel like there's so many different looks that you could do in one look that we really not like, you know what I mean? We're not really putting it into play. We wearing one outfit. We are buying clothes because, I mean, unless you got the biggity bag to be buying real big price and good quality clothes, you're buying clothes from institutions or companies, you're buying clothes from companies that don't really make good quality clothes. You feel me? You get in real cotton ball situations after you run them through the wash, like the first time, like, and it's like this. You know what I mean? And on top of that, you getting whack quality that's high price. They like raising the prices on whack quality. What is that? Because we getting got. They know what they doing. They like, yo, Fashion Nova is big. They gonna get Fashion Nova. Then we buy Fashion Nova and the shit is a dub. And on top of that, on top of us just buying certain name brand things and it's not being good quality, these places are not good for the environment. All the materials that's being used aren't good for the environment. The way that they dispose of clothes is not good for the environment. I had watched a little documentary on was it a documentary? No. It was a show. It was a show by Hassan Minaj, I think. And it was I forgot what it was called. It was a daily show, like it was a show coming on every week. I forgot what this called. If when I remember, I'll like put it up or whatever as a little tag or whatever. But it was putting me on to like fast fashion basically, and like saying like these fast fashions and the taxes go back to their own companies, and then they use the taxes for like black market and shit. And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't support stuff like this anymore. So, you know, that's when I was like, yo, I'm a really, and I was a big believer in recycle fashion in the first place. Like, I never really was the type. Once I started paying for my own stuff, because when my mother was paying for stuff, I was like, buy it, girl, come on now, buy it. But when I started paying for stuff, I was like, whoo, I was like, how am I finna be fly? Get to school, how am I finna be fly? Pay my bills. The bills I didn't even really have. I even had rent like that. I just had phone bill. You know what I mean? I just had like a little bit of rent, just a little tiny bit, you know, optional. And I had to pay for Metro cards. Now Metro cards, them weekly, monthly situations ain't no joke. I gotta go to work and I gotta go to school. Like, that's big money. And I'm getting paid every 2 weeks. Big money, boy. Lump sum coming out the check. Like, I'm like, and look fly? How, Sway? How? How am I looking fly and getting shit that I need to get done? So that's when recycle fashion was big in my book. I was like, girl, gonna have to recycle these looks up, put it down, all of that. And what's really lit about me too, not the two, but I think it's just cool because, you know, I was raised in Islam and, you know, the Muslim community, and I would wear like head wraps, like khimars and hijabs. And now, since I don't be wearing it sometimes, or it's like optional for me because I'm more spiritual, I got another look. Like, now I got the hair look. So it's like, oh, like I ain't never wear this outfit with my hair out. That's another look. Like, you feel me? Like, it's different. It's just different. Like, it's all about the perspective, and that's just what I really want to stress. Like, it's all about the perspective, and it's really about self-love and like self-validation. Like, if you feel like you don't need to get the new threads or something to feel this or feel better, look better, all of that is shit don't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, only thing that matters is you. You matter. How you feel matters. And if you feel like you need to get new shoes or a new shirt to feel good inside, I don't know. We need to do a little more reevaluation, you know? I don't know. But that's just my opinion. Do what you do. Live your life. You only know you. Stay within your truth. Lil Wayne in Aladdin cup. Aladdin was such a good play, bless. I was happy I took my sister there. But yes, so this is what this piece is mainly about. It's about recycled fashion. And this dress that I have on, this beautiful zebra print. It's supposed to be zebra print. It's my favorite print. My favorite animal is zebra, because they're just so beautiful. Black and white, white and black. They have this beautiful print. It's just, I don't know, it just does something for me. So I like this print so much. I had bought it last year, 2019, for my birthday, but it wasn't for my birthday. I wore it for my best friend's birthday because my best friend, Kia, shout out to Kia, her birthday is on the 24th, and yeah, it's on the 21st. It's on the 24th. And me and her are both Scorpios. Gang gang to all the Scorpios out there. And I wore this dress for her birthday. Now, when I wore the dress before, I was in between mindsets. I'm like, am I gonna ever wear this again? Because I bought it from Fashion Nova. This is after I watched the documentary. Bless. It takes time. It takes time to change. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's okay. If you're doing whatever you're doing, it's okay. It takes time to change. So this is after I bought the after I saw the documentary and I bought the dress, and I was just like, whatever. But you know, it was a fire ass dress, and it made my curves look hello. It popped my curves out. I was like, whoa. Whoa. So I was feeling the dress when it came through. And then it had this like deep, you know, it had this deep like V-neck situation. I was like, wow, I love this. I'm buying it. But yeah, it's okay quality because I've washed it a couple of times and it hasn't got the limp balls anything of it. But swear bless OD, I don't participate in situations of that's not black owned. I don't buy it anymore. You know, 2020 2021 is a different situation. I don't think I bought clothes at all in 2020. I went thrifting for the first time. So blessed to all the thrift stores and all the thrifting. That was my first time ever going thrifting. In 2020 was the first time I ever went thrifting. And because I was like, no, I do not want to buy these clothes from these places anymore. And I still have to be really cautious about the thrift stores that I go to because I really only want to support black owned businesses. So if it's not black owned, I'm really not finna go up in there. And I'm pretty sure Buffalo Express is not black owned. I went there. I did for the first time that I went thrifting. I went to Buffalo Express, and somebody told me that it's like the most expensive thrifting shop. Like it's not even really a thrift store. And I was like, whatever. Like, I'm moving at my own pace, Lord. But bless, do what y'all do. Again, you know what I mean? It takes a minute to change. It takes a minute to recondition yourself from all this damn conditioning. It's just so much. Like, it's so much. So yeah, just want to say that. But back to the piece. So yeah, so I re-wore this piece in Atlanta when I had went to the museum, the art museum in Atlanta. Every time I fly out and I go to a different state, different country, I need to see what kind of artworks they have there because I am so infatuated with art. I love art history. I love seeing art, connecting with art, collecting with different art from different cultures and continents, because I just need to see what my past life and my being just attracts to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to know. And yeah, so I wore it out. It was like a girl's day. I didn't go with my goddaughter. It was just me and my friend Kisa, and we went to the art museum in Atlanta, and I wore this dress looking hella good in the art museum. I think this is the first time I ever looked this good in the art museum. I was like, padow, padow. You know what I mean? And it was such a good time after we had dinner, and it was just lit. Like, I just felt really good, and I was just like, yo, like, it was another confirmation of the fact that I don't need new threads to look and feel this good. I don't need to do that. You know, this was, and then another thing too, when we be going on vacations, we feel like we need to buy new outfits for vacations to show off or show out. I'm finna show out, and oh shit, it don't matter. I'm looking good, period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, confidence is key, and I got it within me. Hello. Hello. Hava. Hello. Like, for real though. On that, yeah, like, so yeah, that's what I made the piece for. So I started off with that concept. This was a concept that I already put out before in another piece that I had made. I forgot the piece that I had made that was talking about recycled fashion. Was this the first piece? I can't remember right now because the one hand. Can't remember. But let's say this is the first piece because it's a damn good piece. You know what I mean? Let's say this is the first piece that I ever made that was about recycled fashion. And what I wanted the background to look, because for my new art, you know, for my new art style, and you could check my previous video talking about how I switched art styles and my art process during the pandemic, was I wanted to make double background. So I make one background, and then I make the subject and the person over it, and then I make another background. So for the background that you can see right now is like this reddish greenish, like this pinkish greenish smog in the back. It's pink, it's like olive green, and it's like a brown. And I want it to look like toxic fumes, like I want it to look like toxic-y, like, you know what I mean, where it's like, oh my god, what, I'm trying to get out, I'm trying to get out the toxicity, I'm trying to recondition myself from all the conditioning, Lord of mercy, you know what I mean? So that's what I really wanted to do. That was what I did, and I did that in watercolor. So I did the background in watercolor, had beautiful masking tape. I love masking tape, so I masked the edges off, and then I painted in the pattern for the background. Then over it, it was a picture of me that I took when I was at dinner with Kisa. I don't even remember the dinner spot we went to. I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but the food was hella good. Soul food on point. This is before I stopped eating meat. Oh my god, the food was so good. So good, so good, so good. Collard greens, okay. And yeah, so I drew myself on top of it after I did the background. Now, simultaneously while I'm making this piece, because I don't rush any pieces, I do one part, and then I take a little day off for 2 days. Then I do another part, then I take another 2 days or a day. You know what I mean? I don't rush anything. That's just not how my being works. I don't think that's how your being works. I don't think it should work that way. I think that's another added conditioning from the rat race of this society of just having to just gotta work. And I don't think we should be doing. I think we should really break away from that so that we can really tap in to our own being and just rest, because we deserve rest. You know what I mean? Do I need to say any more? But yeah, while I was making this piece, I was watching the animation show, the anime called The Legend of Korra. And The Legend of Korra is the spin-off from the Avatar The Last Airbender, and that's like one of my favorite childhood shows, the Avatar The Last Airbender. It was like the most spiritualist, you know, show that I've seen when I was younger, because it was about, you know, just bringing different nations together, you know what I mean, because they were fighting a war, and they like brung nations together so that he could learn from these different nations, because he didn't have everything down pat, even though he was like the greatest man living, even though he was the most powerful person to end the war. He still had to go to these different nations to learn from them so that it can, you know, implement in his being, and that he can, like, you know, have the work ethic to, you know, execute his abilities to end the war and fight off the evil. So when I was so connected to The Last Airbender, that when I found out that Korra was the remake, I was like, word, this is what we doing. And then when they made the movie to The Last Airbender, I was just upset. It just wasn't on the same level. So I was like, wow, back then, because they made Korra like a minute ago, like I don't even know what year, probably like 2010, some shit like that. And when it came out, I was like, I don't like it. Like, I don't want to watch that. Like, where Aang at? I was like, where's Aang? He's dead. Oh, no. I'm not even feeling this. I'm not watching it. Pew, turn off the TV. Like, pew. I was like, I'm not watching this. But, you know, bless. Everything always revisits itself because everything is interconnected. And I watched it again. And I was like, wow. Like, I'm so happy I, you know, was open to take a, you know, like, watch it again, because I was, you know, being real biased, and I was just like, you know, just because of this and just because of that, I can't watch it, and it's not the same, and blah, 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 blah. But I got over myself, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna watch this show, you know what I mean? It's dope. It probably got some good-ass keys in it, just like, you know, The Last Airbender did, and I want to watch it now. I'm ready to watch it now. And when I was watching it, basically, Korra, she had all of, like, not all of, because the nations is the fire nation, air nation, water bending. Like, it's like fire bending, air bending, water bending, and earth bending, the four. And she had earth, water, and fire on point. She just didn't have air. And air came with calming down, moving slow, tapping in. You know what I mean? Like, and it was on point with what I was going through during the pandemic, about tapping in, taking time off, calming down, you know, breathing, just like for self, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, cool, this is so, it's hitting, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, I love this damn show. Hypocrite. I'm like, I love this damn show, this is it. So in one of the seasons of, because it was like about 4 seasons, in one of the seasons she's like fighting, you know, mad people that's trying to kill her, because like the new avatar is living, and they don't want the avatar to live because they don't want peace upon earth, you know. So they're like, so it was this guy, I don't remember the evil man name, but it was this guy that was basically fighting her and was saying like he put toxic, I think he put metal in her body, in her bloodstream, and because the metal was in her bloodstream, it was messing with her avatar abilities, it was messing with her bending abilities, and he was basically doing that so that he could defeat her and then kill her off, so that there would be no more avatars, no more. And he said, you can't fight me and the poison. That's what he said. He said, you can't fight me and the poison. I was like, ooh, evil man, that's a good one. Because you can't. Honestly, you can't fight the poison and like, you can't fight the poison and fight the person that's given the poison, like, which I thought, because that's what he actually meant, because he's like, yo, you can't defeat me and defeat the metal that's in you. But she damn sure did. She damn sure did, with help, with people around her that loved her and helped her, and she was vulnerable enough to be like, yo, I need help, you know what I mean? She was always like a real vulnerable person, you know what I mean? Like, even though she was the avatar, she still would she would still express her feelings to let people know that she needed them, you know what I mean? Whenever she was wrong, she would circle back and let niggas know she was wrong, you know what I mean? So I thought that was really cool, you know what I mean? It was like a cool spin-off on Avatar, you know, looking at it, you know, after. So I'm like, yo, that's big, you know what I mean? We can't sit here and recondition ourselves from society's standards, from what society does to us, from what the government does to us, if we're not fighting the demons that is already within us. We have to tap in and get all the gunk out before we out here implementing that in our daily life. If you think that you're just gonna change, you can't change the world, they change ourselves. Like, you feel me? Biggie Diddy, you can't change yourself. You can't change the world unless you change yourself. Excuse me. And that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? If you're not tapping in with yourself and you're not validating yourself and loving yourself and knowing you're good, bad, and ugly, you're not going to be able to change the things outside that affect you. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to know what is exactly affecting you. So you need to know what the effects is within you so you can know the cause from those effects. Okay? And then you revamp them. And that's just how I feel. That's just what I took on it. And that's why I named this piece, You Can't Fight Me in the Poison. Because I need y'all to tap in. I need y'all to tap in. I need y'all to tap in. Okay? I really need that. Okay. So then, after doing the background in the watercolor with the toxic smog, I drew me over it, and I was feeling myself. You feel me? I'm looking nice in my dress that I wore 5-6 times. What up? You can't tell. Can you tell? I don't care. I look good. I know I do. And that's how you just break perspectives. That's how you break boundaries, by not giving a fuck and loving yourself no matter. Okay? So that's why I got the locks on Shorty, because Shorty is me. And yeah, I drew her and colored her in with color pencil because I like to give the transparent effect, and that's how I can get it with color pencil. And that's how the background shows through. I did the dress in marker, like, excuse me, like a water-based marker. It was a Blick marker. I think Blick markers are water-based, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a water-based marker with color pencil, and that white color pencil is from Stabilo. Did I say watercolor pencil? the color pencil is from Stabilo, and it's for all surfaces. Those all surfaces pencils. I love the white because the white really shines through more than a regular color pencil from Faber-Castell or anything like that. So that's like my favorite white pencil to use whenever I do art, is the all surface Stabilo. Stabilo pencil. And I put the water-based marker on that to make the pattern for this situation. I love this pattern. Oh my god, like I bodied. I'm really proud of myself. I was really proud of myself. And then like the way that the background shows through the dress, it just satisfied me on a different level. It really does. It really does. And the hair is done in color pencil. On top of it, to make the details and make the texture, is always done in ink. The pen that I used though, I don't really know what pen I used though. I don't really know that. I know how it look, but I don't really know. Let's see. Let's go see. Let's go see real quick. All right. Got my little situation. This where all my pens and my markers be. I'm not an angel. Oh my god. All right. So Uniball. Okay, so in all the details and yeah, all the details that I do with ink is done with a Uniball Vision pen, fine point. I don't think they got any other fine point in Blick. Not that I've seen. I get it on like what's that one on Bleecker Street by Bleecker. It's waterproof, fade proof. It's the best pen that I just love this pen. I bought the last time I went to Blick, I bought like 5. And I think they're like $3 a pop, but they last very long and they work on top of surfaces. That's why I really got them too, because like I had got before I was trying to use the jelly rolls, and the jelly rolls wasn't doing it for me, you know what I mean? For some reason, like the color pencil would get stuck within the nozzle and it wouldn't run, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, I need something to run. And one of my former colleagues, because I used to work at Blick, showed me, shout outs to Dave, showed me Uniball, and I was like, oh my god, like wow, this is it. I ran through some color pencils and I whoop it, and it really showed through, and it hasn't failed me since. I use this pen to journal, I use it to do art, I use it for a lot because it's just such a good pen, and I probably should get more, probably do for more. But yeah, so that's all the details within the hair. That's the eyelashes. That's the eyebrows. You know what I mean? And then on top of the figure and on top of the background, the toxic background, I put these swirls which represent coins. And I was thinking of Mario. You know when you play Mario and like you get a coin, it'd be like doom 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 doom. You go bingo, hi, hi, hi. You get the coins. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, yo, if I get the coins, then like if I put the coins on top, then it will represent getting the coin in real life. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking about, because I'm like, yo, if we save money on not buying new clothing and new gear and new this and that every time we feel like we need to, we will save money tremendously. You will save money, and you can have money to reinvest into your passions, to your dreams, into your dream home, into your kids, all of that. You know what I mean? Your kids, all of that. So you will really be able to really save money if you just take care of your things, wear them a couple of times, really change, see what's up with your fashion, you know what I mean? Challenge yourself. Wear it this way, wear it that way. Let's see how this colors could go with that. Let's see what that could go with that. You know what I mean? Like really just challenge yourself and do that and save your money, and you could get the coin. Let's give the coin back into the Black-owned businesses. Let's do that so that we could all gain generational wealth, so that we can build that up within our community. Are you not tired of giving it to their community? Come on now. You know what I mean? Do you know? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. It takes discipline and it takes practice, but it can be done. So yes, you can't fight me and the poison. You can't fight me and the poison. This is what this piece is about. I'm very proud of it. It is on sale. Visit my website. It is $175 with the frame. Holla at me. Get it. Okay? Thanks for watching my Transparent Thursday. Thank you. Always stay within your truth.